groggy.
앨런
Whatever
웨이크
Hartman had bumped into
시작!
me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
자, 얘가 잠깐만 채팅 좀 위에 올려놓고 내가 박사한테 진정제를 맞았죠? 그리고 박사 들어오고 하이.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you.
고릴라?
So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
내가 이상한 짓 하면은
That's
뒤에서
the
말리는
spirit.
건가?
You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
그동안 일어났던 일을 정리해보자고? 여기에 뭐, 우와. 야, 여기 병원 아니야? 근데 병원 뷰 죽인다잉. 앞에 호수 봐라.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I
예술가
specialize in
전문.
treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid.
괴짜들 여기 많겠다.
I honestly believe we can get this thing under control.
와,
if we
문 잠겨
work
있어.
together. This way, Alan.
여기 환자들 다니는 곳이라며. 문 잠겨 있다야. 나갈 수가 없잖아. 엘리베이터가 있네? 없어 보였는데.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode.
어? 요점을 얘가 해준
I'm
거야?
just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned. And
익사했대.
you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I
요약
wasn't ready for
잘해주는데?
another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
어?
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted?
논리적이긴 해, 박사의
You're a
말이.
skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
솔직히 망상이라고 하면은 다 이해가 되지. 저런 초자연적인 일이 일어나기에는 좀, 오, 뭐야 이거. 야, 뷰 좋다. 뷰 맛집이다.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter.
다른 환자들은
This
낚시하러
way, follow
갔대.
me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved his
trying to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
한
inside
명씩
my
얘기해
head.
줄래?
But I
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
근데 얘도 내 원고를 노리고 이러는 거 아니야? 그럴 수도 있지 않을까? 저 하트만 박사도 내 원고를 노리고 그러는 거 아니냐고. 아 근데 진짜 나 정신병이면 어떡하지? 망상인가? 아 씨. 뭐야?
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for
아
staff.
환장가 봐 여기.
You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
안녕.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson,
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, sorry. No.
that's Emerson. We're actually making
진전이
some
보이고 있는
progress,
상태야, 저게?
I'm happy to say. He works on video.
쓰레기?
Oh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
Get him
involve some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic
Yup.
methods.
No kidding.
뿅뿅뿅뿅뿅. 음악을 했던 사람이 음악을 했던 사람인가 여기?
You might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
여기도 있다. 위대한 공규. 콜드론 호수 산장에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 저희는 여러분께 필요한 전문적인 도움을 드리고자 합니다. 그 전에 다음 규칙을 준수해 주십시오. 여러분의 치료 및 창작에 방해가 되지 않도록 가족 또는 친구의 방문 일정을 미리 정해 주십시오. 동료 환자들의 사생활과 개인 공간을 존중해 주십시오. 특히 다른 환자들이 창작 활동에 매진 중일 때는 더욱 신경 써 주십시오. 서두르지 마십시오. 저희가 치료하는 환자들은 보통 장기적인 창작 문제를 겪고 있으며 이는 하룻밤 사이에 치료할 수 있는 문제가 아닙니다. 충분히 시간을 들여 치료를 받으십시오. 여러분은 개개인의 상태에 초점을 맞춘 치료를 자발적으로 받고 있다는 사실을 잊지 마십시오. 작업 치료와 자매 치료법인 흐름 치료는 환자 본인이 적극적으로 치료에 참가해야 최고의 효율을 거둘 수 있습니다. 걱정거리가 있다면 망설이지 말고 말씀하십시오. 진짜 뭐야 왜 이렇게 딱 붙어서 따라다녀?
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a
아
storm coming.
그때 만났던
What a storm.
음식점에서
I hope
만났던
it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson
어딘가
brothers,
토르.
Odin and Thor. They had a how should I put this? A heavy metal
아스가르드의
band in the
예신들.
70s and 80s called Old Gods
아.
of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia.
오른쪽이
They're well
오딘,
cared for, TLC
왼쪽이
and all
토르.
that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll
rock'n'roll.
lifestyle has left its mark.
오,
No, that won't do.
밖에
I'm
그림
so
그리고
sorry
있다.
to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
근데 코가 왜 그러세요? 박사님?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these
원고인가 설마?
bastards.
뭐야 원고인데?
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Got any
근데 이건
booze on you?
망상이라면 정말 무섭다잉. 토마스 제인의 글과 조수?
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise.
제인의
He
조수
too went
에밀?
away with words.
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula, local ingredients, medicine.
농장 한번 갔다 와야 되나?
Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows.
내 얘기야?
That's not very
네오?
rock and roll.
네오
I'm
여기에
just
있는 거?
lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She
왜
used us
웃겼어
all, taken
그래?
from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens.
까마귀들 이름이 뭐였더라 까마귀들?
Memory and thought. The
오딘 까마귀들.
She took something from you too, didn't she?
아 흑인
That's what
흑인.
she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and raw.
그 여자?
Just
등불
ask
할머니?
the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other
아,
writer.
그
She's
불에
been
민감한 그
using you,
아줌마
boy, and you
기자였다던.
let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
보러 가봐야겠다.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, god damn it.
Ah,
야, 문 열어줘 포탈. 그 타고 가게.
so
그거네?
tired. Built the
TV
farm
맨날 나오는.
close to the lake, a place of power.
왜 이렇게 갑자기 힘이
We
없어졌대?
had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
예.
That water through the
말이 너무 많아요.
hit that a hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches of the
이제 헛소리 하는 것 같은데?
Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
같은 밴드 사람인가 봐?
Snitches and narcs, man. Bad scene.
둘이서만 하진 않았을 거 아니야 밴드인데.
I'm tired, man. So tired.
나 밖에 있는 사람한테 말 걸고 싶은데. 헉? 그림 저 뭐야?
I want to go home.
그림이 좀 뭔가 무섭다. 내 방 어디지? 여기였나? 어? 내 방 어디? 아, 여기. 어? 어? 밖으로인가? 내 방 어디야? 내 방 어디야? 오나? 제 방이 어딘 줄 아시나요? 내 방 어딘지 아시나요? 말 걸 볼 수 있나? 근데 창작 활동 방해하지 말라 그랬는데.
Oh, hello.
저요?
I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his
이걸
office.
진료실에 걸어놓는다고?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
너무 무서운데?
Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up.
그래요,
The storm is
들어가세요.
almost
폭풍이
here.
오는데.
Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
여기도 잠겼다.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
The doors
You
were
can get to your
locked.
room by
Hartman
those
and the
stairs,
nurses
Wake.
would have keys, but there was no way to get my hands on them.
열쇠를 가져와야 되나? 절로 나가려면은 오른쪽으로? 오른쪽으로 가려면은 그 열쇠를 찾아가지고 열고 나가야 되나봐. 나의 목표는 지금 그건가?
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think. There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
구멍이 뻥 뚫려 있었다.
I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
놈이 원하는 이야기를 쓰게 했다. 앨리스랑은 상관이... 안돼! 일어나 어쩌다 잡혀왔니? 이건 뭐지? 되게 찍어보고 싶게 생기지 않음?
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching.
아이고, QR코드 찍어보고 싶은데 나오나? 나 한번 해볼래. 이거 뭐야? 나오나? 유튜브 영상인데? 무슨 유튜브 영상이야? 뭐야? 뭐 있어? 유튜브 뭐 있어? 근데 링크... 이거 뭐야? 이거 링크 찍으시면은 저 무슨 영상이 하나 뜹니다. 궁금하시면은 보셔도 될 듯? 뭐 다른 게임 홍보인가? 어떤 영상이야? 궁금하다.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony.
앨런이 타자 치는 영상이야?
The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
여기가 내 방이었나?
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
왜 이렇게 강압적이야 저 사람은?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about,
어?
but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
탈출할 수 있는 기회? 어?
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
무슨 일이 생겼는지 밑으로 내려가서 뭐야 원고?
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
산장의 베리.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice
Al?
through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
앨런의 줄임말이야? 뭐가 진실이냐?
It's my store. I'm taking it.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap.
엄마야.
The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
야.
Come out and face the music.
지금 숨는 거야 스태프실에?
Time to pay the piper.
아니 진짜 망치로 돼. 야 이거 진짜 망치인데?
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all
Since
my
you're so
manuscript
tough,
pages.
Bert.
That's where he'd been keeping them.
We were on the road, man. You think we haven't seen
괜찮은
much
거
like you
맞나 여기?
before? Mortal name.
사무실이 여기. 아까 뿅망치였는데?
Better hide, Birch. My wrath will break.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper.
어?
Hartman had been playing me all along.
맞지? 그 대장이 시켜서 했다고 그 원고 때문에 뭐야 그럼 한패야? 진짜 한패야? 진짜 그림들 있다. 뭐야 그 사람이 그린 그림인가 봐.
Said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients.
상담 기록.
I saw Alice's name on one of them.
깜짝.
Can't read right.
나 진짜. 그림자. 잠깐만 이거 그림 좀 한 번씩 볼래. 설녀? 되게 뭔가 설녀 느낌이다 이거. 우와 늑대. 와 그림 잘 그리네. 여기에 못 뜯는데? 원고. 모트에게 실망한 하트만?
Hartman wasn't happy.
모트
Mark
걔잖아.
could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
계획에 어긋나는 것이었다는데? 이틀이라고 그때 나한테 얘기했잖아. 일주일만 시간 달라 그랬었나 내가? 근데 얘가 안 된다고 이틀밖에 시간 안 줄 거라고 했었는데. 근데 이것 때문에 계획이 좀 어그러졌다는데?
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the
Alicia?
time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you.
이거 나왔던
Looking out
건데?
from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
아씨,
Well,
뭐가
if you can just get him
진실이야.
here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words, the phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this, just a recording.
근데 모르겠어. 다 상상이면 어떡해. 상상일 가능성도 있는 거잖아. 내가 듣고 싶은 대로 편집해서. 저 사람으로 보이는 것도 그냥 이 병원에 여기에서 이거 있다가 이거 사진을 보고 그냥 주변 사람들에 끼워 맞춘 거지 않을까? 씨. 모르겠네.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
여긴가?
Seriously! Do you have any idea how
유명
much
인사의
I am famous!
Barry?
베리였구나.
About time.
Barry. Man, am I glad to see you.
We need to get to
갇혀
Hartman's
있었어?
office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no. The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
얘도 또라이야.
That's a harsh punishment. Come on, now.
그 음식점에 있던 거 그거야? 음식점에 있던 거 들고 온 거야? 개웃기네. 저걸 어떻게 들고 왔냐? 여긴가?
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
그치, 소심한 복수긴 하지. 근데 저런 생각을, 저 큰 걸 들고 올 생각을.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
뭐야? 박사는 어둠에 집어삼켜진 거야?
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
여기 아닌데? 자꾸 때려, 씨. 뒤에서 오는디? 씨. 여기 아닌데. 아야. 아파. 여기가 스태프실 가야 되나?
I'd like to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
빛이 필요하다고? 아니 빛이 없는데 어떡하지? 나 총알 이거밖에 없는데? 발전기? 근데 고장났다. 되나 이제? 잠깐만. 오. 아까는 안 켜지지 않았나 저거? 사라지나? 한 번 더 작동해야 되는 거 아니야? 다 안 사라졌는데? 이게 다 빨리 가야 되나 혹시? 야야야야야야야야. 아야야야야. 주문탄이다. 야야야야야야야야야야. 이래서 줬구나. 아씨 어두워. 원고. 하트만의
He knew
역할.
he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for
연출자.
Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
적절한 재료? 본인이 연출자가 될 수 있는 그런 재료인 건가? 본인이 마음에 드는? 아우! 이게 태도구나? 야, 어떡해. 여기 아닌가? 어떡하지? 여기 안 열리는데? 어디지? 뭐야? 열어주세요. 일로 와보지. 일로 와, 여기. 빵! 쳐! 그치? 할 수 있어! 잠깐만. 근데, 잠깐. 이것 좀 곤란한데? 맞나? 오케이. 뛰어. 여기 아니야. 왜 안 열려? 여기. 일로 와봐. 달려! 굿. 감사합니다. 좋은 친구였네. 착한 녀석이었어. 여기에 원고는 없나? 울타리
Barry, I
위로?
don't have a light.
고맙다, 야. 예? 아니, 이게 말이 되나? 어지러워. 나 왜 자꾸 맨날 템을 뺏기는 거람? 조졌다 이거. 오른쪽? 알았다고. 기다리라고. 빵야. 근데 혹시 이거 총 쏠 때 효과음 너무 큰가요? 님들? 괜찮나? 어디로? 오! 아, 믿지 마? 근데 저걸 써놓는 애는 근데 누굴까? 미더라 돈트라고 하지 않았어?
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a
믿지
special
말라는
kind
거
of
아니야?
crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split
Wow.
open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
바이킹 물건이랑 이상한 광경, 음향장, 이건 거의 무대 아니? 진짜 무대인데? 어딘데? 아, 소리 들리는데? 좀 무서운데? 아! 여기 어디야? 아! 나이스. 오, 와, 씨. 큰 놈이 진짜 너무 빨아감. 내 건져, 하트만가 정준?
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
바보 형제가 혼란스럽게 해줄 것이다. 근데 하트만 박사 죽은 거 아니야? 어둠에 집어삼켜진 거 같던데? 근데 길이 어딘지 모르겠어요. 길이 어디냐? 여기, 누가 말하는 거지? 이걸 못하냐? 아까 걘가? 아닌가 봐. 아, 얘구나. 뭐야, 얘는 언제 이렇게 밖에 나왔대? 잠깐만. 아, 잠깐. 와, 씨. 에반데? 잠깐만. 야, 까마귀는 좀. 아씨, 야, 잠깐만. 약간 같이 오는 게 어딨어? 이걸로 오케이. 와보시지 까마귀 새끼들아! 오케이, 까마귀 해치움. 같이 해치움. 뭐야, 여기 조명탄 총이 있었네. 아니, 그럴 거면 앞에 떨어져 있으라고. 아이씨. 고맙다 아주. 뒤로 빵야 장전해주고. 여기 아직도 나 못 나간 거야? 어디야? 여기 템 있을 것 같아. 뭐야, 원고도 집었는데? 우위에 있는
Mott knew
모트?
that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He expected Wake to whimper and grovel. But instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
내게 정말 웨이크의 아내가 있었다면 어디 있는지 혹시 알고 있나? 그건 아니겠지? 약간 내가 부러웠나 보네. 그래서 더 그렇게 난폭하게 막 화내고 막 그랬나 봐. 아, 깜짝아! 엄청난 반송. 아 미친. 뭐야 이건 못 봤어. 오케이. 뭐야? 까마귀 공격해올 것 같은데 약간. 여기 템. 냠! 조명탄. 왜 그래 진짜. 난 사람보다 얘네들이 더 무서워. 날라와가지고 씨. 그림자 괴물에게 공격당하는
For
베리?
the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
비명을 지르며 손을 이렇게 들어 올렸는데 빛이 번쩍했대. 베리 초능력자인가? 인간 손전등인가? 뭐지? 아니면 누가 도우러 왔나? 난가? 내가 도우러 갔나? 손전등 들고? 머머리였나? 알고 보니 그것도 가발이면 근데 가발을 그렇게 쓸 거면 안 쓰겠다. 와, 씨. 깜짝 놀랐네. 여기 어디야? 이 길이 맞아? 이 길이 맞소? 뭐야. 여기 보급품인가 보다. 보급품 장소였고요. 템 별로 안 줬어. 많이 안 줬어. 자꾸 주네. 잠깐만 이건 좀 좀 주긴 한다? 왜지? 여기에 원고 있어. 뭔가 번쩍번쩍? 메이크에게 진정제를 놓는
Hartman
하트만.
watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But
내가
with a
때린
little
거였구나.
time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan.
톰
Hartman
얘기가
whispered with a
있네.
smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
얘 톰도 안 와봐. 저기 있다, 베리. 베리 베리 스트로베리 베리 베리 스트로베리 베리 베리 라즈베리.
Al! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
열어줘.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
떨어뜨렸니, 설마? 야! 좀 열어줘, 제발 열어줘. 제발 열어. 진짜. 이거였구나. 제가 열쇠 찾을 때까지 버티는 거였어.
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it!
잠깐만. 여기 있으면 안 되겠다. 와, 야, 잠깐 둘러싸인다, 이거. 양옆에서 다 나오네. 안쪽으로 빠져야겠다, 빠져야겠어.
I'm on it!
아니면, 이거. 잠깐만. 나봐! 이걸 써야 되겠어, 조명탄. 봐봐. 이 정도면 괜찮을 것 같은데? 쟤 옥으로 절로 끌렸는데? 베리한테? 개꿀. 어디 갔어? 아씨. 찾았대. 쟤 어그로 저기에 끌려. 이걸 왜
Tell me we're headed for the
챙겨?
nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say
농장가네.
something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
태닝 베드. 농장에 뭐가 있으려나? 진실이?
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it. Look out!
저기 밴드 저기도 당한 거야? 야, 이건 죽었는데? 야, 이건 죽었는데? 오? 어떻게 살아있어? 뭐야, 베리.
God damn it, Al, talk to me.
나 혼자 떨어졌어? 아, 이게 말이 돼?
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
아, 저기요. 총 진짜. 아니, 뭘. 아, 자꾸 총 잊어버릴래.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay. Jeez, it's good to hear your voice. I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way.
그거 필요
Don't
없어.
worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch.
덤불?
There's no way you can climb down though. It's like a sheer wall.
어디서 만나자고 해야 되나?
Al,
응?
there's something moving down here.
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
오,
Barry,
잡았나?
are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
신났네. 저기 있다. 아니, 내 캠에 가려졌나? 여기. 빨간 패딩 잘 보이네.
You're gonna have to find your way around
아.
to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up.
아, 오케이. 농장에서 보자.
I'm on the case.
그래.
Allie's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
아, 무기 하나만. 저 아무것도 없어요. 여기 발전기 있나 혹시? 아, 제가 아무것도 없는데. 아니, 이건 좀. 아! 피했다. 어떻게 피했지? 이거. 된 건가? 안전한 건가? 이거 없나 여기? 바본가? 이거 꺼지는 거 아니야 이거? 안 돼! 잠깐만. 아이 뭐 없나요? 그냥 갈게요. 이건 또 뭐야? 원고. 앤더슨 농장의 월터.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
응? 울어? 월터가 누구였었지? 뭐야, 근데 길이 여기가 아니야? 곤란한데? 아씨. 일로 오셈, 일로. 아, 이쪽 길인가? 오! 어? 나 어? 아닌데, 나 일로 왔는데? 오! 이 안으로도 들어갈 수 있군. 아, 잠깐만. 아, 잠깐만. 아, 잠깐만. 아, 선생님들. 선생님들 왜 그러실까, 진짜. 화가 많이 나셨네. 맞아. 이따이요. 이따이요. 또 여기로 돌아와 버렸네, 씨. 쫓아왔나? 일로 가는 건가, 그러면? 아, 진짜 왜 그래? 아니. 길 있다. 이렇게 가는 게 맞으면서 가는 게 맞나? 피하고. 원래 저런 거 피하면서 가는 거였나봐. 이거. 어? 뭐야? 불이 안 켜지는데? 아, 불 켜려면은 저 안으로 들어가야 되나? 위에는 뭐 있지? 원고.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
발전기도 여기 있었네. 웨이크를 체포하는 나이팅게일.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
날 죽이려다가 체포하는 것으로만 만족했다는데? 오, 공격 잘 들어간다. 아! 진짜 빠지는 거였나 보네. 이쪽에는 뭐가 있나요? 여기도 좀 궁금한데? 오씨, 어두워서 안 보여.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
와, 손전등 드디어 얻었다. 아무도 믿지 않겠어. 난 나 자신만 믿을 것이야. 오메가3 얘기가 왜 나오는 건데? 레전드네 진짜. 아, 잠깐만. 아씨, 바로 켜지는 게 아니었네. 아씨, 이거는. 아, 에바지. 야, 이걸 어떻게 켜? 근데 어떻게 잡아? 그냥 뛰어야 되는 건가? 저 키는 거 불가능할 것 같은데 안 맞고? 잘 도망가봐야. 아이고. 건드려. 빛이 있으니까 일론 못 오겠지. 뛰는 수밖에 없었던 거지 않을까? 깜짝아.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
농장에서 나온 차인데? 베리 어떻게 됐어? 그럼 뭐야? 고성능을 주는 이유는 뭐지? 센 놈이 나온다는 건데. 뭐가 더 없나요?
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
저 별장? 여기? 어디부터 가? 별장부터 가? 깜짝아. 놀래고.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place.
얘
Trying to
걔다.
show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
저 빛이 주고 다니는 거였어? 강해지는 어둠의 존재.
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
자유를 얻기 위해서 날 그렇게 괴롭히는 거야? 웨이크가 떨어지는 것을 지켜보는 하트만? 이건 뭐야?
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
데리고 오게 된 그거 경이구나. 또 원고가 있을 리 없지. 씨. 와, 발 잘릴 뻔했네 또. 와. 어디로 가야 되지? 보이지 않아. 반짝이 못 본 것 같았는데 이상하다. 또 여기는 헤매는 구간 아니네. 다행이다. 원고다. 산장을 탈출하는
The
환자들.
storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
나 도와주나? 이 형제가? 오딘과 토르가 도와주나? 드디어 총이다.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
어느 쪽에 있지? 이 위에 있는 건가? 아 깜짝아 진짜 놀랬네. 덫인데? 아씨. 여기야? 응? 어? 아무것도 없는데? 왜야? 아까 그 총알 준 게 다였던 건가? 그런 거 같죠? 총알이 다였던 거 같아. 아이고 잘못 눌렀다. 아이고 젠장 내 아까운 총. 잊지마. 아! 아니 안 보였잖아. 왜 안 봤자? 뭐야? 뭐야? 와, 씨 토끼. 운 좋았다 피한 거. 어? 왜? 아 여기. 이 위에 올라갈 수 있나? 못 올라가겠지? 애들이 너무 많은데요? 장전. 이게 반짝였다가 안 반짝여 막? 애들 너무 많은데? 아씨. 아, 왜. 얘네 이거 안 밟나? 아씨, 피한 거네? 야, 일로 와봐. 일로 와봐. 안 밟아. 슬쩍 피하죠? 이런 거 좀 밟아야지 애들이. 탄이 없네. 그만해 이제. 그냥 달려야겠는데? 와씨! 애들 짱 빠르다. 아씨 안 보여. 달려. 씨. 그냥 뛰었어야 됐나봐. 좀 너무 처치했나? 애들. 아니 얘가 제대로 뛰질 못해. 느려. 힘들면은. 나 그거 있었네. 그러고 보니까. 애들 너무 빨라. 조명탄 저거가 야. 와씨. 뭐야, 애들 왜 더 안 나와? 오, 깜짝아! 네, 이렇게 갔어야 됐는데 아까 씨. 이렇게 왔어야 됐는데.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
헬로.
Hello?
헬로.
Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! No! I'm sorry!
여기요?
I know
뭐야?
you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know?
어?
It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin.
술
My
때문에?
buddy, Danny. I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him.
데니가 이상해졌다고?
It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie.
어,
The best friends.
난가?
This bad guy who wrote this crap
내가 쓴 건가?
anyway.
문샤인이 뭐 술 아니야? 술? 술 훔치러 왔다가 죽었어? 술 때문에 죽음. 잠깐 너무 어두워서 나 잘 안 보인다. 아, 눈부시.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape.
여기서
I've
탈출해야
written
한다.
myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be
위험한
bound
짓
by the
했다고?
events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
아니 그치. 이런 류에서 주인공이 탈출하려면 진짜 어마무시한 일들을 계속 겪으면서 탈출 겨우 하는데 그런 식으로 써서 탈출로를 만드는 건가? 조졌네. 어디야? 길이 어디지? 여기 어디야? 이거 보고 깜짝 놀랐네. 줄이랑 이거랑 같이 있어가지고. 나 진짜 깜짝 이러고 봐가지고 나 겁나 놀랐네 이거.
The front door was locked.
와 씨. 사건 탄력. 어디로 가야 돼? 그러면 여기? 길이 어디냐? 여기도 안 열리고 여기도. 어? 창. 여기 창.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
차차 운전하나요? 굿.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
베리는 베리 아닌가? 무슨 뜻이지? 지금 더 신뢰되는 말을 한 것 같은데? 길이 어디? 그러니까 위에가 농장이 어느 쪽이냐? 위에가 농장인가? 방금 돌에 화살표 표시가 있었어. 이거 소리 난다. 요 안에 있나 본데? 무서운데? 오마이. 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 이걸 어떻게 안 들어옴? 이 위도 올라가 봐야 되나? 뭐가 없네요. 엄마? 뭐 탈까? 이거 탈까? 저거 탈까? 이거 탈까? 이거 빛 센 거 그거구나. 건전지 표시 그죠? 농장으로 가세요. 여기다. 오 마이 갓. 오 마이 갓. 나와 자샤. 어디서 또 있어? 있냐? 있다면 지금 나와라. 차에서 내리기 전에. 나간다? 어디로 가야 되지 근데? 더 들어가야 되는 여기서 내려? 그러게 여기서 끝 아닐까? 얘 또 있네. 와우, 조명 단속일 잘했다, 그쵸? 와, 씨. 장전해놓고 헬로 네? 아까 저 옆으로 어쩐지 뚫려있더라. 무슨 소리가? 체크포인트. 무슨 소리가 들렸는데 말이죠. 화살표 찾아. 이 안에 있나? 오, 마. 맞지? 아, 나. 아, 맞을 거면 차라리 얘가 맡든가. 개손해봤네, 이거. 빨간 색깔 이거 뭐지? 폭죽? 뭐야.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
여기가 스테이지야?
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
빛. 아. 이건가? 이야.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson.
Shut up and shoot! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks! I'm here to help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stopped! Al! Hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
아우, 튼튼해.
Yes! Here we go! Harry Wheeler to the rescue!
아, 노래 왜 이렇게 좋은데? 쓸 때. 아, 뭐야.
Damn it! Goddamn turn of the century wiring! Hang on now! I'll get them working again, I promise!
당점 좀 해. 뭐야, 언제 왔어? 한 발만. 오케이. 그만아. 이제 그만아. 오.
Please don't let me die here. Although if I buy it, this is pretty much how I want it to go out.
와, 많다.
They are trying to kill us. That's the high point of my life? Really? Children of the Elder Gods! Enjoy it! God damn it!
야, 이렇게 밝은데도 애들이 자꾸 오네?
There! Back in the game! Yes!
뭐야, 이거?
Oh!
빵이야. 야, 언제 끝나, 이거? 아우! 아우씨, 느려. 엔딩은 역시 포파엔딩이지. 와, 개 많이 와, 진짜. 이거 뭐야? 아씨.
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
렌트는 이거 뭐야, 이거? 이제 왔네. 없어가지고. 템을 다시 채워갈까요?
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
우와! 아씨, 여기도 더 좋은 게 있었네. 다시. 따다다 따다다 따다다다다. 집으로 가라고. 여기 뭐 키는 거 있는 거 아니야?
See, bestseller? No
그만.
reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secure.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
얘 이거 하고 싶다. 일단 이걸 치워야 되는 거겠지? 총으로 맞춰서 하면은 안 됐나? 나는 내 캐릭터는 그렇게 안 돼. 여기서는 안 되겠지? 이 게임 내에서는? 뭔가 빙글빙글 돌아서 어딘가로 올라가서 이게 정답이 점프! 여기서
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive.
야, 나 성격 나쁘다고
Right now,
지금.
I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my
킹받네.
imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
그냥 내려가면 아프겠지? 일로 내려가자. 야, 다시 한 번만 말해봐. 너씨. 들어가요.
You look at that thing, Al. They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
오.
Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves.
돈 많았나 봐.
I never heard of these guys
진짜.
before.
아, 왜 템을 이렇게 많이 주는 것이지? 헛간의 출구를 찾으시오. 템을 많이 주는 이유. 템을 여기가 저거 짐으로 막혀 있어가지고 출구를 찾으라는 건가? 위로 올라가는 계단 있다 저기 뒤에. 나는 템이 더 이상은 없는 것 같고. 아, 왕고다.
It's
70년대 앤더슨 형제.
1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
아, 노래가 뛰어나서 호수가 꿈틀거림.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
요거? 저 배로 광 해가지고 문을 열어버리나? 괜찮지? 죄송합니다. 뭐야 이게? 아스가르드 예신들 라그나로크 투어 뭔데 이거? 진짜. 왜? 어둠. 진짜 놀랬네. 아, 뒤에도 있네. 죽었나? 솔직히 너무 놀래서. 와씨 얘. 아, 한 발. 그게 딱 한 발이긴 해. 이건 안 되잖아. 전기는 꺼야 되는 거 아니야? 그러니까 여기는 계집이었나? 닭장? 돌아가면 되겠지? 넓게 돌아가요. 오! 아이. 아우 씨. 오. 이게 이번 그거구나. 차차차차차차. 뭐지? 저거 달려들나? 아, 여기 있구나. 베리. 좀 도와주지. 위험해 보였으면. 좀 도와주지. 뭐야 이거는?
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Oh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
아니, 발로 깡. 말고 일단 여기 1층부터 쑥 보고. 그런가? 여기서 술을 만들었나?
Be careful, Al!
아? 왜? 그냥 조심하라고 해준 건가? 뭘 본 게 아니라? 오케이.
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
이것도 장전. 얘도 장전. 아, 이렇게 다 장전이 안 돼 있니? 아, 여기 하나 더 올라가. 왜 이렇게 높아, 여기? 뭔 소리야? TV? 라디오? 오, 오랜만에 라디오.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah.
Busy.
Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton.
수사에 대해서 얘기하면 어떡해?
I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public
나 때문에 일들이 많아졌네. 경찰들 다 나 때문에 사건 일어나는 거 아님?
Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but...
Definitely, Pat.
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming
마을
from grown
사람들이
men, people who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get
라디오
back to your
끝나나?
patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
끝났다. 다 올라왔어. 작동. 오케이, 발전기 켜고. 앗! 내 건전지. 아,
I see
뭐야?
the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field.
아,
It wasn't
이거.
far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
발차기. 꼭 발로 열어야 돼, 이거? 녹슬어가지고 만지기 싫었나? 저거지?
You've got to be kidding me.
미친 뭐야 돼? 아 미친 이걸 피했네. 저 어떻게 해야 돼? 좀 이런 우와 다 밀어버리네 진짜. 그냥 거길 가야 되나? 집에로 그냥 달려야 되나? 씨, 잠깐. 우와, 피했다. 애들 다 쓸어주는데? 얘가? 저번에도 이거 그게 나이스. 그냥 저거 빗만 맞추면은 잡혔네. 오케이. 야 이거 보통 모드는 얼마나 애들이 어떻게 해야 죽을까나. 난 이것도 힘든디? 뭐야? 높은 데서 오라는 건가? 뭔가 애들이 더 피가 많을 것 같지 않아요? 수가 는다기보다는? 잠깐만 저 문 들어갈 수 있는 게 아니었어? 걔가 밀어야 했나? 아니겠지? 저 문이 안 열리는데? 잠깐만. 에이 설마. 말도 안 돼. 오, 그럼 어떻게 가? 여기 아니야? 바랄라로 떠나자. 근데 문이 안 열리는데? 아이고, 그럼 잡히면 안 되지. 문도 안 열었는데. 잠깐만, 이 주변에는? 이게 앉는 키가 없었지? 어디든 일단 여기에서 빠져나가는. 아, 얘로 올라가서 가야 되는 건가? 반대로 절로 가야 되나? 그걸 위한 사다리였나? 일로... 여기? 여긴가? 와, 씨. 다시 재시작할 뻔했네. 아, 눈 아파. 아, 어지러워. 이건 뭐야? 아, 이건 아무것도 아님? 그리고 여기 열쇠야? 바로 절로 가는 게.
Hey, let's go, man.
얘를 데리고 집에 가야 되는 거였네.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate now.
별거 아닌데?
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
여기도 하나씩? 그 사다리 발견했었어가지고 다행이네. 이번엔 오른쪽으로 갈 거야? 왜? 오른쪽이 더 쉬워 보였나? 이번엔 왼쪽이지롱. 우와, 뭐야 이거? 전기톱이. 야, 전기톱이 여기 꽂혀있는데. 개 무섭다. 이게 뭐가 있나? 오. 진실을 알고 있나? 진짜로? 저렇게 쓰는 애가 적어놨는데? 진짠가봐. 들어가면 이제 진실을 알겠죠? 오케이. 들어가 보자.
Lights are out. Guess we better check the fuse box.
아니, 그놈의 퓨즈 박스. 화장실이구나. 일단은 1층.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
여기도 같은 그림이 있네. 나와. 집 좋다. 아, 거슬려! 나와. 아, 제발. 길막 니은. 여기 또 있어. 이 농장에 있던 거.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in.
오.
I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
아, 여기 밖에 써있던 거랑 똑같은 거네. 뭐야. 아, 원고. 잃어버린 일주일 동안의 수수께끼?
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
잃어버린 일주일 동안의 수수께끼. 설마 집 안에 곰덫이 있겠습니까? 여기다. 라라라라라라라라라라라. 오.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons told.
1층에 있던
That's the
거.
whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's her face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
신시아 위버.
Must be.
마녀의 오두막 열쇠? 오두막 열쇠?
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some
아니,
rest.
뭔
And by
소리야,
rest,
이
I mean
상황에서.
drunk.
Come on, Barry. This is... Yeah, what the hell?
괜찮은 거임? 어둠이 오면 어떡해?
I'm sorry about it. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer,
깜짝아.
God damn it. If I just wanted
방구판 씨.
to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just
와,
want her here
완전
with me.
깔라댔네.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
괜찮은 거 맞아? 왜 깜짝, 진짜 짜증나네, 저거. 그건가? 관찰자가 된 그 시점인가? 그래도 거의 그냥 끝나갔을 때 꺼져가지고 다행이다.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened.
육체 이탈 같은 거네?
I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
유체 이탈했다. 나 왜 채팅이 다시 내려가 있냐? 뭐야, 컴퓨터 왜 이래? 뭐야?
Alice? Alice!
뭐야?
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that,
맞아.
the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript.
저거 나야?
I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
뚜둔. 어두워졌다 너 다시. 이걸 켜주고 어디로 가야 돼? 별장으로 안으로 들어가?
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here.
야, 안 무서워,
You were
무서워.
foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do.
글 쓴다 여기서 설마? 일주일 동안 그 원고를 쓴 건가?
You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
맞네. 놀래라. 놀래라.
I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my barber a long time ago. She looks so old.
탈출을 위해 한 가지 장치를 얘가 해놓은 거네. 그
I had
빛이라는
woken up,
존재는.
confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
아이고, 여기서 사고가.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault.
갱가?
You're gonna pay
FBI?
for it.
오! 아! 끊는 거 레알. 와, 쩐다.
There's an old town road with mystery of Tom the poet and his maps, and a magic lake which gave a life to the words of poetry.
아, 노래 너무 좋다. 아, 그것만 아니었어도 씨.
Previously on Alan Wake, under the influence of the dark
네,
presence, I wrote a
블루스크린만
horror story
아니었어도.
that is coming true. Jagger had been my
쭉
editor,
봤는데,
making
씨.
sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
똑딱이.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Walkery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer
야,
Fest?
못 막으면은 축제로 이렇게 사람 많이 왔는데 다 죽는 거임?
And community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
여기 에피소드가 마지막 에피소드인가?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
신시아 위버가 진짜 들고 있나 보다.
All the manuscript pages were gone.
어이구야.
The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue
아,
stuck a
그럼 이때가 그때 그 원고에 써있던 그거네? 내 머리를 쏠려고 했는데 그냥 잡은 것만으로도 만족한다 하면서.
That about sums it up.
아우, 야. 그러게 그 왜
I am never
그 왜 먹자고 했어?
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The lady of the light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here.
Oh,
They're not
gosh.
gonna...
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton
안
Ellis?
들리는데?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist.
Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute.
Oh?
I know this...
Oh my god!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
뭐라고 적혀
Oh
있었길래?
man, we're sitting ducks with the lights out.
원고를 읽는 나이팅게일.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel.
허리춤에서 꺼내게 만든 원고. 여기 하나 더 있어.
I can get the emergency power on.
어둠의 존재에 공격당하는 나이팅게일.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him.
이걸 읽었구나. 그치? 이걸 읽었네. 아니 그러면 여기 있는 사람들 가짜인 거야? 아니면은 모르겠다. 아씨. 아내랑 이 베리만 진짜 내가 알고 있는 사람들인 건가? 그러면?
Here are your things. Wake, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light.
Cynthia.
Check. Cynthia. She lives in an old
발전소.
decommissioned power plant.
에?
I can get you there pretty quickly with a
헬리콥터요?
rescue chopper. Come on. Let's get back to your friend.
선생님, 제 손전등은 이것보다 더 좋은 거였는데.
Wheeler, I need you to stay here.
What? No.
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in two places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. Is there any way I could order one, Al?
피자로 숙취. 난 느끼해서 못하는데. 은근 저렇게 숙취 해소한 사람들 있죠? 치즈 같은 걸로 막 피자나 햄버거.
Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Are you sure? Okay then, but hurry.
와, 난 뭐를 숙취가 있으면 뭘 못 먹겠던데. 그래서 일단은 음료. 이온 음료 일단 먹어. 뭐야? 연락 돌리고 있나 보다. 여기 있다. 이거.
I needed to reach the rooftop to get to the other side of the broken gate.
저거를 여기에 개구멍 있었죠, 우리. 올라가. 아씨. 어둠 덩어리 또 있네 여기. 아. 띵띵. 이거 해놓고 가는 게 좋을까? 오! 여기 막 조명탄이 있어요. 안 보여. 어? 쫙 비쳤을 때 한 번에요. 쫙 보이면 우와, 난 빛이 있다. 이것들아 어쩔 건데? 니들이 뭘 할 수 있는데? 니들이 뭘 할 수 있는데?
Hey, Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird though.
이 마을은 대체?
You need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
아씨 뭐야 이거 옆에. 아이. 뭘 저렇게 해놓냐 저거를.
Ow! Damn! That's smart.
Good job, Wake. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
아 잠깐만요. 이거는 먹어야 돼요. 쏘는데 아씨 잘 쏘는데 잘 쏘는데 잠깐만 잘 쏘는데 난 빛만 비춰주면 되는 거였나? 뭐야 저거? 잠깐만. 잠깐만. 저거 안 해도 되는 건가? 어디야? 어디로 간다 그랬지? 아씨. 이쪽? 또 안 열려? 또 나 어디 뭐 돌아가야 되는 줄? 우와. 와, 반응 빠르다잉?
New Yorkers were rude.
요. 아, 화장실. 선생님. 쏴주세요. 쏴. 뭐해? 네. 빵야. 나이스. 나이스 샷.
Wake, over here! There's light!
이게 축제 때문에 달아났나봐?
I have a key. Watch my back, Wake.
망까지 봐야 돼요?
It's an ambush.
와, 보시지. 이야. 또 나타났네? 자. 한 아까우니까. 얘만 잡으면 되지? 빵. 우와. 단단하네, 얘. 근데 내가 이거 하고 있을 동안 네가 열면 되지 않았니? 그러면 그냥 빨리 도망갈 수 있었을 것 같은데. 아니 뭐 그렇다고.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine. You should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building, near the main entrance.
Gotcha.
뭐요? 어디 있다고요? 건물 반대편에 뭐요? 돌아다니다 보면 나오겠지. 후퇴하는
The
어둠의
darkness
존재.
that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again. But meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer. The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
나 최선을 다하고 있어. 나 간전도 당했어. 나 왜 그럴까 진짜. 나이스. 오. 산 좀 장전하고. 아씨 너무 어둡다. 손전등이 있으면 뭐 하냐? 주는 게 그지 같은데 이거. 열로 내가 왔었나? 조명탄. 너무 집중, 이거 빛이 너무 집중돼서 보여. 나 열린 거야? 아, 안 보여. 여긴 아닌가 봐. 나 안 들어간 데가 있나? 어.
Okay, Sheriff. I got the keys.
성광탄이네? 오랜만에 성광탄 집는다. 불이 켜졌. 오, 랜턴이다.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh
God.
Oh God. 뭐야, 왜?
Barry, look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay.
뭐지? 거기도 습격당했나?
The storefront is locked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
무슨 일이 있어가지고 급하게 온 거 아니야, 이쪽으로? 어? 나이스. 와, 언니 든든한데? 언니 잘 싸워, 아주.
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the backyard.
Keep it the hell down or I'll call the sheriff.
여기가 보안관.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic.
허공에
One of these
총을?
days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed.
얘네는 안 보이는 거야?
Look, this town can't take this.
It's me they want. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life as usual.
I hope you're right. Come on, let me get this door open.
어떤 사람
Wait,
눈엔
you
보이고
got the
어떤
keys to the
사람
bookstore?
눈은 안 보이는
Perks
게
of being
뭐
the sheriff.
때문이지?
A girl needs to get around.
얘 아무리 보안관이라도 열쇠를 갖고 있는 게 말이 되나요? 곰이다, 곰. 곰은 위대하다.
They're really taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex Casey books.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
원고 신시아의
Cynthia
일.
Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls' abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness.
보급선? 제가 뭐 많이 갖고 있겠는데? 위에 궁금하니까 올라가 보자. 여기에 뭐 없나? 보급 가비. 조용하네. Hey.
I don't see Barry.
Look, Wake. Maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
아, 베리가 원러였어? 베리만 기억하고 있었는데. 난 그게 너무 불편하다니까. 누군 성 부르고 누군 이름 부르고 그거 또 줄여 부르고 그게 너무 짜증남. 외워야 될 게 더 많아져. 그냥 이름도 못 외우는데. 여기서 체크포인트. 여기가 교회야? 앞. 총 좀 들고 갈게요.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh, I told him to get
Oh.
it fixed.
Here they come.
Let's take a break.
아 뭐야, 아이 미친. 공격에서 살아남으라는데? 뭐 이런 무책임한 말이. 아 잘못 썼다. 쏘려고 했던 게 아닌데 말이죠. 아이 아까운 내 탄. 오메가 3. 저 사람들은 뭐 하는 사람들이길래 그렇게 오메가 3를 찾는가. 잠깐만. 쓰는 게 낫겠는데? 아 왜 나한테만 그래? 저 여자 있잖아, 저 여자. 아니 저 여자 있잖아, 저 여자. 나한테 왜 그러는 거야? 끝났나?
Okay, it's open. Let's go, Wake.
뭐야, 아예 고장난 게 아니었어?
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
아, 전통. 그러면은 이유가 없지. 전통이라는데 뭐. 그냥 전통이에요. 웨이크를 쫓는 어둠의
For it to
존재.
be free, the dark presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task, and stop those who would help him. It took over everything in its path, made them its puppets, and sent them after Alan Wake.
난 안 돼. 날 돕는 이들은 냅두라고. 넌 이길 수
We're
없어.
almost
내가
there. We'll have to go through
주인공이니까.
the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
자, 99.9%로 내가 이김. 가끔 이제 나쁜 놈이 이기는 소설가 영화나 뭐 이런 게 있긴 한데 0.1%는 있긴 하더라고. 꼭 정의가 꼭 주인공이 승리하진 않더라. 어? 나 다 봤어. 이것들이. 이거 퓨즈? 뭐야? 아, 아니, 뭐야? 아, 불. 뭐 태우는 거구나. 아, 저쪽 뒤에 못 보고 왔는데? 아, 시체. 시체 태우는 건가? 뭐야, 보온병이잖아. 그런가 보.
Did you call 911?
어? 뭐야? 누가 쏜 거야? 오! 베리? 어머.
You didn't like that one? A tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
그래 저것도 비치긴 해. 응.
The helicopter's just across the parking lot.
나
up
왜
the
저런
hill.
생각을
Come on.
못했지? 저런 거 둘러싸고 다녀야 되는데 아. 어? 냠. 뭘 추해? 어? 살아야 될 거 아니야.
Is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower.
너 그거 훔쳐온 거야?
One of those things and they die.
차파점에서?
Flaming eye.
앞에 경찰 있는데.
I wish I didn't say that.
Hey, I want a headlamp.
Last one.
에이.
Bastard.
어둠에 갇혀 있는 앨리스.
Alice had screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold and wet and malevolent and without end. She was a prisoner, trapped in the dark place. The terror would have burned her mind out, but one thing made her hang on. She could sense Alan in the dark. She could hear him. She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows. He sensed her too. He was trying to work his way to her.
앨리스도 날 느끼고 있는가? 하지만 앨리스는 진짜 죽은 거면 어떡해.
When
목수
someone
안에
throws a
있는
damn
건
school
맞는
bus
거
at your head and
같은데.
you're about to take a helicopter ride with someone who may or may not have a pilot's license, you're cleared for departure to Night Springs.
나무 쓰러진다. 장전. 나무 아니야? 아, 이 빛이 담겨. 밑동 여기만 보고 그냥 나무인 줄?
The helicopter's just up ahead. I'll need a while.
오.
Don't take too long.
아, 여기 또 그건가 보네. 아, 이런 거 있어. 터트리는 거. 이거 그거 시동 걸릴 때까지 기다려야 되는 것 같은데. 나는 여기저기 반짝이는데? 주울 것들 막 있는데? 아, 깜짝아.
Get ready, I'll hold them off.
아, 무서워. 나는 언제 가? 나는 언제 가? 다 먹고 가야지. 나는 언제 가? 떨어지는데 쇼? 아씨 왜야 이거? 아니 잠깐만. 이거? 거의 준비 다 됐대. 너네는 총알로 충분해. 권총으로. 봐봐 와 보시지. 저번에 죽진 않겠지? 아 보시지. 이것 좀 보고 마이 가자. 해야지. 파밍 최대한.
Wake, you better put an end to this.
거의 무슨 좀비한테 도망가는 것 같다.
Big chance on a local crazy lady, Al. I hope you're right about her.
신시아
We can kiss
위버.
this town goodbye.
사실 저러고 진짜 떠나가면 끝 아닌가? 아이씨. 아내 때문에 이거 이대로 가지도 못하고.
I hope you know how to deal with this, Wake. I guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Oh?
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kind of like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
라디오 아저씨가 경찰 일 하다가 은퇴하고 여길로 왔나봐. 아니 갑자기 왜 이렇게 된 거야? 어우 야 이거 빨리 착륙해야 되겠는데. 여기서 저장이 됐군요. 오늘은 여기서 메모리를 하는 게 좋겠습니다. 여기서 메모리하고 다음에 할 때 완결을 볼 수 있지 않을까 생각이 듭니다. 그럼 오늘은 여기서 메모리